Doctors warn, these four common meats may be dangerous after 50. Most people believe that meat is simply protein, something that keeps you strong, helps your muscles, fills your plate, and gives your body energy. But after 50, your body does not process food the same way it did in your 20s, 30s, or even 40s. Your arteries become more sensitive. Your blood pressure reacts faster. Your kidneys work harder to remove excess sodium. Your digestion slows down. Your inflammation levels can rise more easily. And foods that once seemed harmless may quietly start working against your heart, your brain, your joints, and even your long-term independence. That is why some doctors are now warning older adults to pay much closer attention to the type of meat they eat, not just the amount. Because the problem is not always meat itself. The real problem is the kind of meat, how it is processed, how often you eat it, what chemicals are added to it, and what happens inside your body after years of repeating the same habit. And here's the scary part. Some of the meats on this list are not strange, rare, or unusual. They are common. They are sitting in refrigerators across America right now. They are used in sandwiches, breakfasts, family dinners, fast food meals, and quick, healthy lunches. And many people over 50 eat them because they believe they are convenient, normal, or even good for them. But over time, these meats may contribute to higher blood pressure, inflammation, weight gain, insulin resistance, kidney stress, memory problems, and a greater risk of serious cardiovascular issues. So today, we are going to reveal 4 common meats that may become dangerous after 50, ranked from concerning to most surprising. And make sure you stay until the end, because the number 1 meat on this list shocks almost everyone. It is often sold as one of the healthiest options in the supermarket, and many adults over 50 eat it several times a week, thinking they are protecting their health. But when eaten the wrong way, from the wrong source, and as part of a repetitive diet, it may be doing the opposite. Before we begin, leave a comment below and tell us, what meat do you eat most often during the week? Is it chicken, beef, ham, sausage, pork, turkey, or fish? Your answer may reveal more about your health than you think. Let's begin with number 4. Number 4, deli ham and processed cold cuts. Deli ham, sliced turkey, bologna, salami, roast beef, and other cold cuts may seem harmless. They are easy, they are fast, they require no cooking. You can put them in a sandwich, eat them with cheese, roll them up as a snack, or add them to breakfast without thinking twice. And that is exactly what makes them so dangerous. For adults over 50, processed cold cuts are one of the most deceptive meats in the modern diet because they look simple, but they are often loaded with ingredients your body does not need. Many deli meats contain extremely high levels of sodium, preservatives, artificial flavorings, added sugars, phosphates, and nitrates or nitrites. These additives help preserve color, extend shelf life, and make the meat taste better. But inside the body, especially in an aging body, they can create a very different effect. One of the biggest concerns is sodium nitrite. This preservative is commonly used in processed meats to keep them looking fresh and pink. But when nitrites interact with compounds in meat, they may contribute to the formation of nitrosamines, substances that have been studied for their potential link to cancer risk. Now, eating one sandwich does not mean something terrible will happen overnight. That is not the point. The real danger is repetition. A ham sandwich every day, cold cuts every afternoon, processed turkey slices every morning, salami as a snack, bologna because it is cheap and easy. Over weeks, months, and years, this habit can quietly increase the burden on your heart, blood vessels, kidneys, and digestive system. The sodium alone is a major issue. After 50, many people already struggle with blood pressure, fluid retention, swelling in the ankles, or early kidney stress. Processed meats can make this worse because sodium pulls water into the bloodstream, increasing pressure inside your arteries. That means your heart has to pump harder, your kidneys have to filter more, and your blood vessels stay under constant strain. This is why someone may say, "I only had a sandwich," without realizing that sandwich may contain more sodium than a fresh home-cooked meal. And if that sandwich is combined with white bread, cheese, mayonnaise, chips, or soda, the problem becomes even bigger. You are not just eating meat, you are eating a full inflammatory combination. For adults over 50, Chronic inflammation is one of the silent enemies of healthy aging. It can contribute to joint pain, fatigue, brain fog, weight gain, artery damage, and a higher risk of metabolic disease. Processed cold cuts are not just a protein source. They are a delivery system for sodium, preservatives, chemicals, and low-quality additives that can accumulate over time. Another issue is that many people think sliced turkey or low-fat ham is healthier because it sounds lean. But lean does not always mean healthy. A meat can be low in fat and still be highly processed. It can be low in calories and still be high in sodium. It can say natural flavor on the package and still contain additives your body would never get from fresh meat. This is where many people over 50 get misled. They think they are making a smart choice because they are avoiding fried food or fatty meat. But a daily processed sandwich may be quietly raising their blood pressure and inflammation every single week. So what should you do instead? The best option is to replace processed cold cuts with real, freshly cooked protein. Cook chicken, turkey, lean beef, or fish at home, then slice it yourself. That one simple change can dramatically reduce your sodium and preservative intake. You can also choose eggs, sardines, Greek yogurt, beans, or homemade roasted meat as alternatives depending on your diet and medical needs. If you still buy deli meat, read the label carefully. Look for options with no added nitrates or nitrites, lower sodium, minimal ingredients, and no added sugar. But even then, treat it as an occasional food, not a daily habit. Because after 50, the goal is not just to eat enough protein. The goal is to choose protein that supports your heart, protects your arteries, keeps your brain sharp, and helps your body age with strength. And deli meats do the opposite when they become a routine. Now, let's move to number 3. This next meat is one of the most beloved comfort foods in the world. It is crispy, salty, easy to find, and almost impossible to resist. But for adults over 50, it may be one of the fastest ways to increase inflammation in the body. Number 3. Deep-fried chicken, especially from fast food. Deep-fried chicken is everywhere. Family gatherings, road trips, fast food restaurants, Sunday meals, takeout nights, gas stations, frozen dinners. For many people, fried chicken is not just food. It is comfort. The smell, the crunch, the seasoning, the golden crust, the juicy center. It feels satisfying. But after 50, your body may pay a much higher price for that satisfaction. The problem is not only the chicken. The problem is what happens to the chicken before it reaches your plate. It is often battered in refined flour, loaded with salt, fried in cheap industrial oils, and cooked at extremely high temperatures. This creates a combination that can be brutal for the aging body. You get excess sodium, refined carbohydrates, oxidized oils, advanced glycation end products, and inflammatory compounds that may damage blood vessels over time. Advanced glycation end products, sometimes called AGEs, are formed when proteins and fats are exposed to high heat, especially during frying. These compounds can increase oxidative stress in the body, and oxidative stress is closely connected to aging, inflammation, artery stiffness, and cellular damage. For someone in their 20s, the body may recover more easily from this kind of meal. But after 50, especially if you already have high blood pressure, prediabetes, diabetes, high cholesterol, fatty liver, or extra belly fat, fried chicken can hit your system much harder. It can cause blood sugar swings. It can increase thirst and fluid retention. It can make you feel tired after eating. It can worsen acid reflux. It can contribute to weight gain. And over time, it may increase cardiovascular risk when eaten regularly. Again, the issue is not one piece of fried chicken once in a while. The issue is turning it into a weekly or repeated habit, because many adults over 50 do not realize how quickly fried meals add up. One fried chicken meal may come with fries, biscuits, sugary sauces, soda, and dessert. That means your body is not dealing with just protein. It is dealing with a full overload of salt, sugar, starch, and damaged fats. And when this happens again and again, the body starts showing signs. More swelling, more fatigue, more belly weight, higher blood pressure, worse cholesterol numbers, more joint pain, and a slower recovery after meals. The better choice is simple. Keep the chicken, change the preparation. Instead of deep frying, try roasting, baking, grilling, or air frying with a light coating. Use herbs, garlic, paprika, lemon, black pepper, olive oil, and spices for flavor. Choose real chicken pieces instead of heavily processed nuggets, strips, or fast food fried chicken. And if you love the crispy texture, use crushed nuts, almond flour, or a light whole food coating instead of thick refined batter. This way, you still get flavor and satisfaction without turning a protein meal into an inflammatory bomb. Because after 50, your meals should help your body recover, not make it fight harder. And the next meat on this list may be even more dangerous because many people eat it at breakfast before the day even begins. It is salty, fatty, processed, and strongly linked to some of the biggest health problems adults face after 50. But most people still see it as normal. That meat is number 2, and we'll get to it next. Number 2, conventional pork sausage. Pork sausage is one of those meats that feels familiar, traditional, and harmless. It shows up at breakfast beside eggs. It appears in sandwiches, casseroles, pizzas, pastas, holiday meals, barbecues, and quick frozen dinners. For many adults over 50, sausage is not seen as a dangerous food. It is seen as comfort food. But doctors warn that conventional pork sausage can become one of the most problematic meats in the diet after 50, especially when it is eaten regularly. And the reason is simple. Sausage is rarely just meat. Most supermarket pork sausages are a combination of ground pork, saturated fat, sodium, preservatives, flavor enhancers, nitrates, nitrites, fillers, and sometimes added sugars. That means every bite delivers far more than protein. It delivers a concentrated mix of ingredients that can stress the heart, kidneys, blood vessels, digestive system, and metabolism. The original script also highlights pork sausage as a major concern because of its processing, sodium, preservatives, and potential formation of nitrosamines. One of the biggest problems is sodium. A single serving of pork sausage can contain a surprisingly high amount of salt, and for adults over 50 this matters because blood pressure often becomes more sensitive with age. You may not feel anything immediately after eating sausage, but inside your body, sodium can increase fluid retention, raise pressure inside the arteries, and force the heart to work harder. This is why some people notice swollen ankles, heavier legs, headaches, or a sense of puffiness after eating salty processed foods. They may blame aging, they may blame the weather, they may blame standing too long. But in many cases, the food is contributing more than they realize. The second issue is saturated fat. Pork sausage is usually high in saturated fat, and when eaten often, it may contribute to higher LDL cholesterol, the type commonly called bad cholesterol. Over time, excess LDL can contribute to plaque buildup in the arteries. That plaque can narrow blood flow and increase the risk of heart problems, especially in people who already have high blood pressure, diabetes, belly fat, or a family history of heart disease. And after 50, this risk becomes more serious because many people already have silent changes happening inside their arteries. They may feel fine, they may look fine, they may still work, travel, exercise, and live normally, but inside the body, plaque can be building slowly for years before symptoms appear. That is why food choices after 50 become so important. You are not just eating for energy anymore. You are eating to protect circulation, brain function, kidney health, and long-term independence. The third issue with pork sausage is preservatives. Many conventional sausages contain nitrates and nitrites. These help preserve the meat and keep the color appealing. But when exposed to heat or broken down in the body, these compounds may contribute to the formation of nitrosamines. This is one reason processed meats have raised concern among doctors and nutrition researchers. Again, the danger is not usually one meal. The danger is frequency. Sausage twice a week, then breakfast sandwiches, then frozen meals, then pizza toppings, then holiday leftovers, then a quick sausage and egg meal because it is easy. Over time, your body is exposed again and again to sodium, preservatives, saturated fat, and inflammatory compounds. For adults over 50, that repeated exposure can become a problem. And here is what makes sausage especially tricky. It is often eaten at the worst time of day. Breakfast. Many people start the morning with sausage, white bread, biscuits, sugary coffee, orange juice, or fried potatoes. That combination can spike blood sugar, increase inflammation, and leave you feeling tired instead of energized. If you have prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, sausage meals can be even more problematic because they are often paired with refined carbohydrates. The sausage adds fat and sodium. The bread or potatoes add fast-digesting starch. Together, they create a meal that can stress both your blood sugar and your cardiovascular system. So what should you do instead? You do not have to give up flavor. You have to change the source and the frequency. If you enjoy sausage, look for cleaner options made from turkey, chicken, or leaner cuts of meat with no added nitrates or nitrites. Choose lower sodium versions when possible. Read the ingredient list. If the package is full of preservatives, fillers, added sugars, and chemical names, it should not be a regular part of your diet. You can also make your own sausage-style patties at home using ground turkey, chicken, or lean beef. Season them with garlic, sage, fennel, paprika, black pepper, onion powder, and a small amount of sea salt. This gives you the flavor of sausage without the same level of processing. And if you already have high blood pressure, kidney issues, heart disease, diabetes, or high cholesterol, talk with your doctor or nutrition professional before making processed meats a regular part of your diet. Because after 50, your body gives you less room for repeated mistakes. A food you tolerated for decades may start affecting you differently. The same meal that once felt normal may now leave you inflamed, tired, swollen, or metabolically unstable. And pork sausage is one of those foods that can quietly push the body in the wrong direction. Now, before we move to the number one meat doctors warn about, take a second and think about your own routine. How often do you eat processed meat? Once a month? Once a week? Every morning? Most people underestimate it. They forget the sausage at breakfast, the deli meat at lunch, the pepperoni on pizza, the bacon on burgers, the hot dogs at family gatherings, and the processed meat hidden in frozen meals. But your body does not forget. Your arteries do not forget. Your kidneys do not forget. Your blood pressure does not forget. That is why becoming aware is the first step. And now we need to talk about the most surprising meat on this list. Number 1, factory-farmed skinless chicken breast. This one shocks almost everyone, because when people think of unhealthy meats, they usually think of bacon, sausage, hot dogs, salami, or fried food. Almost nobody thinks of chicken breast. For decades, chicken breast has been promoted as the clean, lean, healthy protein. Low fat, high protein, easy to cook, good for weight loss, good for the heart, good for building muscle. And in some cases, chicken breast can absolutely be part of a healthy diet. But doctors warn that after 50, relying too heavily on factory-farmed skinless chicken breast may not be as healthy as people think. The danger is not that all chicken breast is bad. The danger is the combination of poor sourcing, repetitive eating, ultra-lean dieting, and lack of nutritional variety. Many adults over 50 eat chicken breast almost every day because they believe it is the safest meat. They replace beef, pork, fish, eggs, and other proteins with plain chicken breast. They grill it dry. They remove all the skin. They avoid all fat. They eat it with white rice, bread, or pasta. And they repeat this pattern for years. The problem is that the aging body needs more than lean protein. It needs healthy fats. It needs minerals. It needs collagen-supporting nutrients. It needs omega-3s. It needs B vitamins. It needs zinc, iron, selenium, and fat-soluble vitamins. And plain skinless chicken breast does not provide enough of that nutritional diversity by itself. The original script emphasizes that the concern is not chicken itself, but factory-farmed sources, repetitive intake, lack of healthy fats, and relying on skinless breast as the main protein too often. One issue is sourcing. Factory-farmed chicken can come from crowded industrial systems where birds may be raised quickly and fed low-quality feed. Depending on farming practices, concerns may include antibiotic exposure, bacteria contamination, and lower nutritional quality compared with pasture-raised or higher-quality poultry. For adults over 50, this matters because immune function often becomes less resilient with age. A younger body may recover faster from foodborne bacteria or gut disruption. An older body may not. This is why food safety, sourcing, and preparation matter more after 50. The second issue is that chicken breast is extremely low in fat. For many years, people were taught that fat was the enemy. But your body needs healthy fats to absorb vitamins A, D, E, and K. These vitamins support bones, immunity, brain function, skin health, and inflammation control. If your diet becomes too lean for too long, you may start missing important nutrients that help you age well. Some adults over 50 eat chicken breast every day and still feel weak, tired, dry-skinned, hungry, or unsatisfied. They are getting protein, but not enough complete nourishment. The third issue is monotony. Eating the same lean meat every day can crowd out better options. If chicken breast replaces fish, you may miss omega-3 fatty acids. If it replaces eggs, you may miss choline. If it replaces beef or liver, you may miss iron, zinc, and B12. If it replaces collagen-rich cuts, you may miss nutrients that support joints, skin, and connective tissue. And after 50, this matters because muscle loss, joint stiffness, slower healing, and cognitive decline become much bigger concerns. Your diet should not only be low in calories, it should be rich in nutrients. So what is the smarter approach? Do not panic. You do not need to throw away chicken forever. Instead, upgrade the quality and add variety. Choose pasture-raised, organic, or responsibly sourced chicken when possible. Do not rely only on skinless breast. Rotate with chicken thighs, drumsticks, turkey, eggs, sardines, salmon, lean beef, lamb, or other whole food proteins. Use healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, nuts, or seeds with your meals. Add vegetables rich in antioxidants. And avoid eating dry chicken breast with refined carbohydrates every day. Chicken can be healthy, but it should not be your entire protein strategy, especially after 50. Because your body is not just asking for protein. It is asking for balance. It is asking for minerals. It is asking for healthy fats. It is asking for foods that protect your heart, brain, muscles, bones, and immune system. So now that we have covered the 4 common meats that may be dangerous after 50, let's turn this around. Because this video is not just about fear, it is about better choices. If certain meats can increase inflammation and stress the body, other meats can help protect strength, support the brain, improve nutrient levels, and make aging feel easier. And in the next part, we will reveal the smarter meat choices doctors often recommend for adults over 50 who want more energy, better muscle, stronger bones, and healthier aging. So before we continue, if this video is helping you understand your body better, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and share it with someone over 50 who still thinks all meats affect the body the same way. Because small changes on your plate today may protect your health for years to come. Now that you know the 4 common meats that may become dangerous after 50, the question is simple. What should you eat instead? Because the goal is not to fear meat. The goal is to choose better sources of protein that support your body as it ages. After 50, your body needs protein to preserve muscle, protect strength, support metabolism, and reduce frailty. But it also needs nutrients that many common meats do not provide enough of: omega-3 fats, iron, zinc, B vitamins, vitamin D, collagen-supporting nutrients, and healthy fats. So let's talk about smarter meat choices. Number 4, grass-fed lamb. Grass-fed lamb can be a powerful option for adults over 50 because it provides high-quality protein, zinc, B12, iron, and healthy fats. These nutrients support energy, immune function, muscle maintenance, and healthy aging. Unlike many processed meats, lamb is usually eaten as a real whole food, not as a chemical-heavy product full of sodium, preservatives, and fillers. The key is moderation. You do not need a huge portion. A few ounces once or twice a week can help add variety to your diet and prevent the mistake of eating the same lean meat every day. Choose roasted, grilled, or slow-cooked lamb. Avoid breaded or deep-fried versions. Pair it with vegetables, herbs, olive oil, garlic, and leafy greens to make the meal more balanced. Number 3, free-range duck. Duck is not as common as chicken, but it can offer something many adults over 50 are missing: richer nutrition and healthy fats. Duck contains iron, selenium, B vitamins, and more fat than chicken breast. That fat can help with satiety and may support absorption of fat-soluble vitamins when eaten in balance. For people who feel tired, weak, or unsatisfied after very lean meals, duck can be a useful alternative. The important part is preparation. Choose free-range or pasture-raised duck when possible. Roast it slowly. Avoid frying it in cheap oils or covering it with sugary sauces. Duck should not be eaten every day, but as part of a varied diet, it can help bring flavor, nutrients, and balance back to the plate. Number 2. Sardines with bones and skin. Sardines may be small, but they are one of the most powerful protein choices after 50. They contain omega-3 fatty acids, calcium, vitamin D, complete protein, and minerals that support the heart, bones, brain, and joints. This makes sardines especially useful for adults concerned about weak bones, inflammation, memory, or cardiovascular health. And because sardines are small fish, they usually contain less mercury than larger fish like tuna or swordfish. The best option is sardines with bones and skin packed in olive oil or water. You can eat them with lemon, herbs, salads, whole grain toast, or vegetables. They are affordable, easy, and require no cooking. Number 1. Grass-fed beef liver. Beef liver is not popular with everyone, but nutritionally, it is one of the strongest foods you can add after 50. It is rich in vitamin A, B12, iron, copper, zinc, and other nutrients that support energy, red blood cells, immunity, and brain function. For adults who struggle with fatigue, low iron, weakness, or poor nutrient intake, liver can be extremely valuable when eaten correctly. But moderation is important. You do not need to eat liver every day. A small portion once a week, or even mixed into ground beef, stews, or meatballs, can provide a serious nutrient boost. Choose grass-fed liver when possible. Cook it gently with onions, garlic, herbs, and a little olive oil. Avoid overcooking it because that can make it tough and reduce quality. So here is the main message. After 50, meat should not be chosen only by taste, habit, or convenience. It should be chosen by what it does inside your body. Processed cold cuts, fried chicken, pork sausage, and low-quality repetitive chicken breast can create problems when they become daily habits. But better proteins like grass-fed lamb, free-range duck, sardines, and grass-fed liver can help support strength, energy, bones, brain health, and long-term vitality. You do not need a perfect diet. You just need better swaps. Cook more at home. Read labels. Reduce processed meats. Choose real foods. Rotate your protein sources. And pay attention to how your body feels after each meal. If you are over 50, every plate is a chance to either stress your body or strengthen it. And the good news is that small changes can make a real difference. If this video helped you, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with someone over 50 who needs to hear this. And tell us in the comments, which meat surprised you the most today? Your next meal may be one of the simplest ways to protect your future,